Good morning, YouTube. Yes, it's me, and I'm back again. Now, in the words of that famous song about teddy bears, if you go down to the woods today, you'll find me. So, in the immortal words of Ralph, come along and we'll have some fun. And here is yet another camp in the same spot as the last one, with a different tarp set up again, just to prove that I aren't a one-trick pony. It's between the same two trees, and as you'll see, I have got a spot of breakers on. I have some beans of the baked variety on my little gas Coleman warming up, and I have 5 best quality Lincolnshire pork snorkers on the Jester pot stand, plus 4 tent pegs. And the more astute of you will have ascertained it isn't a frying pan or a Dixie. It's an old baking tray, and I actually found that perched on top of a skip, so it was absolutely free. It's lightweight, it's non-stick, but best of all, it's free, which is one of my favourite words. And just a quick tour around of the camp. Those are the beans I used. I'm not particularly over fond of the brand above any other, it's just that they were on offer. I also have in the beans ground turmeric, so a little bit of hot curry powder, some iodine salt. You can see my cup of joe there, which I've already made, and there's Mr. Spoon on his holidays from Button Moon. The tongs which I use when I'm frying outdoors aren't actually tongs, but they are stainless steel, and they're actually sold as something, well, as miniature tongs, because they are very small, as you can see, which makes them ideal for camping. But they're sold as tongs for taking tea bags out of tea and straining them with, squeezing them rather, not straining. So, and I use them as miniature tongs. Pot lifter, obviously, you all know what that is and what it does. There's Mr. Bamboo Spoon, and this is a chopping board. As you can see, incredibly thin and incredibly flexible. I will just take the sausages off the heat for a minute to stop them boiling dry, as it were. And also, it will give you a little look at the setup. As I said, it's the Jester pot stand with two tent pegs at each end, just to hold the baking tray up, just to give it a little bit more support, you know, which probably Leeds United could probably do with, but unfortunately they're not getting it. My sausages are. Even though I live in Leeds, I'm not a particularly big football fan, it has to be said. Anyway, so beans are just starting to come to the boil. Oh yeah, back to the blue chopping mat there. This is sort of a comment especially for Ralph, really, that the sleeve that my windshield goes in, the big windshield that is, that's made out of two of those just gaffer taped together, and it weighs nothing, and it's really flexible, and it gives you something to chop your food upon, which I will be chopping up my snorkers very shortly. And there's the old Swiss Army rucksack. Come along for the ride, or rather the walk, seeing as it didn't contribute anything to it whatsoever other than carrying things, because I had to carry it. Carry more Nalgene water bottle. Funnel on the left for draining the mess back out of. Little bottle of oil, just in case the snorkers needed any help. Fuel bottle. My plate, which is a Sea to Summit plate. I got it about 3 years ago when Argos actually stocked quality camping gear, unbelievably. And I have a trash bag on the floor with there's my EDC knife, which regular viewers will remember. There's is a little mesh bag that spoons and utensils go in. And the more astute of you will have spotted 2 wine glasses. They are actually wine glasses, but they're plastic. And as I was on the way here, I actually found them on top of a wall. So I picked them up, chucked them in my Bergen over there, Mr. Swiss. Maybe I should call it Swiss Tony after the character from the Fast Show. But anyway, I'm open to comments on that, whether I should or not. So this is basically all it is, really. It's just a very pleasant morning, that is, in the wood. Not much else to say, really. No pithy pearls of wisdom to impart to you this morning. Oh, one other thing. This is I suppose especially for Ralph again. When I did my EDC knife, part 1 and 2, one of the comments he left on part 1 was that he had a very similar knife to mine, and it's rusting in peace now. And I think I may have mentioned to him in a PM that I still have my Scout knife, and here it is. I actually, it's very difficult to get it in the right light. I brought it out with me. You can see from my hand how big it is. The blade is actually 5 1/4 inches long. It has a staghorn handle, and it's a Bowie type blade. It's very sharp, it's stainless steel, and it is actually made in Sheffield, which most knives in this country that you could buy in those days were made in Sheffield. Alas, not as many made in Sheffield now, but you can see it's a reasonable size. It's about the ideal size for a bush knife, actually. I just wanted to mention that. I just sort of remembered I'd got it on my belt. I just thought I'd entertain you all, and Ralph in particular, with that one. So, just a general last parting shot around camp, or rather around the outside of the camp, a 360. And back to the camp, as you can see. So I will invite you to leave comments, and if you're feeling really rash, hey, and you're new, why not subscribe? Although actually, it's pretty rubbish, so actually, why would you want to subscribe? Who am I kidding? So anyway, if you want to leave any comments, please do, because that's, you know, it gives me something to read in my otherwise sad, boring, lonely life. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to get tucked into my breakfast now and my cup of joe. So thanks for watching, and bye.